There's going to be a growing wave in your life of honest, raw communication. And you might feel this personally. You might think, oh my God, I've got to go back and tell my friend that I wasn't clear enough about that 3 months ago. And it keeps going around my head. So I'm not just going to ignore it. I'm actually going to go back and speak to her about it. I'm going to say, can we just talk about what happened in October? Because I feel like I need to get it off my chest. Because for many of you, getting that off your chest is going to be a huge key in terms of moving forward. Equally, there are going to be people around you who will be more willing to have honest, open, emotional conversations than ever before. So don't underestimate this and don't not use it. One of the things that we can get stuck into is the idea that, oh, John doesn't like talking about his feelings because 3 years ago when we had a conversation with John, he didn't like talking about his feelings. But we don't know John now. We don't know who he's become. We don't know what some of the difficulties he's been through in the last few years have altered in him. So this leads us quite nicely into judgments and defensiveness. Anybody here ever had judgments or defensiveness? It's part of the human thing. It goes round. And for me personally, whenever I notice myself feeling judgmental or defended, I always question why my heart's shut. Is it shut because of past experience, or is it an instinct that's telling me, no, don't go and talk to that person because that's not necessarily going to be good for you? However, here's a big truth for me about instinct, and I'm someone who, has worked as an intuitive with people for 14 years. I like to investigate things. I like to see if it's real. I like to go, well, maybe that instinct's true, but maybe I should just have a few sentences with that person and see if my instinct is correct. The way that we learn to trust our instinct is we apply it and we see if it's showing up as helpful and valid in our lives. Instinct is not something anybody else can tell us about. I'm speaking to you intuitively about some energetics that a lot of you are going to feel resonant with, but at the end of the day, you agreeing with this video and my thoughts is not the point of the video. The point of the video is us having a global energetic conversation that inspires a conversation. So me doing this talking here, I'm listening to what you guys are saying to me literally, and I'm delivering it to the camera. So this video won't be for everybody. This conversation won't be for everybody. My way of doing it won't be for everybody. But for a lot of you, you use this video to refine your own intuition. And I see in the comments, you're like, oh my God, that's what's happening to me. So we have to trust our intuitions. And whenever communication is going through a revolution in the way that it's going to in January, the shadow side can be judgment and defensiveness. Times and places that we close down our ability to communicate honestly. And this can go both ways. The other side is I might choose not to speak my truth because I'm afraid of someone else's judgment and defensiveness. So think about that in your life. Are there certain things that you censor because you've decided that another person can't handle it, or it won't go well, or 3 years ago when you were that truthful, it didn't go well? Time is changing so fast, and so are you, that the old stuff no longer sticks. So really invite yourself to see and feel and perceive what's new this month, and to play with it and to learn about it and to give yourself to a new way of being around all of it.